Alright, guys, we are Doki Doki in Doki Doki. We are about to play the new side stories because I just kind of like finished up the game trying to get there. So let's get this over with. Well, let's go. I'm completely blind. I don't know what's going to happen. I think this is it. I think this is about to be over. I've been debating if I should play Last of Us. The Last of Us 1, the remastered edition, where it's like the graphics and all that are better on the channel, or if I should play Hentai vs. Evil, which that would be interesting as well, because I don't know nothing about that game, and it would just be kind of funny to play. Yeah, so let's just... So I've noticed that in the side stories that Monica and Sayori seem to be the main characters out of everybody. Yuri doesn't seem that big in the side stories, neither does Nasuki. So yeah, let's get into this. It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. So this club has been going on for weeks since we've initially started. Okay, that's good to know. Through their initial setbacks, the three club members so far, Monica, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all three of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the three of them find themselves interrupted by the club room door opening. And in walks a girl none of them have seen before. Hi. Sayori tugs excitedly at Monica's sleeve. Yuri shifts into her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Are you here for the literature club? Yeah. Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting to see new faces. Yeah. Come and sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my desk. Sayori prances over to her desk and presses her palms onto it. Oh, and Yuri can make you some tea. Yuri looks up at Sayori in protest for having drawn attention to her. Nasuki silently glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori and Monica follows by sitting nearby. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay, then how about we all introduce ourselves? Okay. Well, I'm Monica. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally in the debate club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that really makes sense. So I started Literature Club as a way for people to express themselves through writing or reading or whatever other kinds of literature. You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe. I have that. What vibe? Oh, you know, like, never mind. I'm not going to judge people. I just meant like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard. Oh, no you don't, Sayori. Yes, she does. Yuri's deadpan voice carries across the room. Nasuki giggles. I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, I also like poetry. Oh yeah. Very adult-like of you. I am an adult. The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming up fills the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Sayori lowers her voice. She's kind of shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She has big fantasy books and tea, and I love her. Bro, I thought for a second she said she likes big fantasy boobs, and I'm like, hold up. And I love her. Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Nasuki. I like listening to music and hanging out in downtown and stuff. And my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Ooh, let's get ice cream. Wait, hold up, I didn't see that. Well, let's go ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough. Or maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough. And Monica is probably vanilla. What the heck? I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always very accurate. What's Yuri's favorite? Nasuki shrugs. Probably green tea. I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri. Still. It's pretty chill here. Do you just hang out or do you actually do club stuff? Well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very structured yet since we only have 3 members, so we kind of just loosely spend our time doing the stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start like some more structured club activities. It's been a while since by now it's been a while by now since I started this club, so yeah. Well, with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Nasuki? Anything you like the club to get into? Well, I guess I'm literature. Well, I like manga. Manga? Hey, why'd you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club. Wait, hold on a second. That sounds so great. Like, after all, I've been doing all this, Yuri returns to the desk. Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which she sets down on the empty desk. After all of the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, you just don't understand the nuance. I didn't mean simple like that. Well, anyway, putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature that you're interested in? Well, not really. In that case, have you considered the anime club? Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club. It's full of weird guys. Come on. Is it that big of a deal? Manga is literature, right? I mean, I guess if you consider literature the literal definition of literature, then technically. I get it, look. I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just like keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'll do literally whatever you want me to do. That's fine, right? Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Monica is so pushy, bro. And in a way, like, Nasuki probably felt like kind of offense to what Sayori said, but really what Sayori said was that, like, the stuff she's been doing is really difficult. It's kind of goofy. Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. I have most of it crammed in my lockers, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay? Nasuki stands up. Need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker. If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine. I hope we never find out then. Nasuki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. Ah, such a pushover. Hey, it's not that bad. Nasuki seems like a lot of fun. Maybe, but I mean, she has like no actual interest in literature, you know? And that's normally fine, but she said she would participate in club activities like it was some kind of obligation. Her tea is gonna get cold. Yeah. Wait, that's not related. Well, I think everyone deserves a chance, especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature. Are you sure you don't just want to read her manga, Sayori? Hey, who do you think I am? Sorry, I didn't mean that. I feel really uneasy about this. Do you have an opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so... Does that mean I bother you? No, you're a pleasure to be around. I was just fishing for a compliment. I know. But still, I really think we should give her a chance. Yeah, alright. But I really am gonna start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly the three of them hear a thump against the door. What was that? Sayori stands up and walks over to the door, then opens it. Thank you. Carrying 3 boxes of what is presumably manga, Nasuki grunts and wobbles inside before slowly bending over and dropping the stack onto the floor as gently as she can. That's quite a collection. Sayori giggles in excitement while watching her breath. Nasuki replies, There's still one more box. I could put them away myself. I know how to organize them. Monica anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. It seems like things are finally going to start getting more serious. This game, bro. At the next club meeting, Monica is the first to arrive. Since Nasuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Why am I so nervous? Monica paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monika thinks the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monika forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one in return. Need help? No, I got it. Monika awkwardly tries to make some conversation, but fails. Curious, she peeks inside the closet where Natsuki is stashing all of her manga. One stool with school supplies, she shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and cute looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we should keep it up there. I can't reach up there. That would be so inconvenient. Yeah, but... Monika sighs. The teachers are gonna ask why all this manga is doing here, and I have to tell them it's for the literature club. So? Monika backs off and slumps into a desk. With this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks is being sucked right out of the room. Good afternoon. Sori spins to the club room. Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this. Sori brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic. I found some money and got a cookie. Ooh, that's so pretty. As Sori trots over to the closet, the colorful shelves catch her eye. Which one do I start with? Well, you can start by giving me a bite of that cookie. No way. I saved up all my luck to find that money. If you want entry into my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant. Boo. Defeated, Sori unwraps her cookie and breaks off a piece for Natsuki. Then Yuri silently walks into the club room. Monika glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it would be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interest. Maybe we can give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else. Well, maybe. Something tells me that. Monika glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interest. Maybe we could try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally. You know, like we all vote on a book to read or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interest rather than just stick to the things that we're familiar with. Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here? Natsuki didn't say you say that you would go along with whatever the club wanted to do. Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I like Sayori's suggestion. Yeah, me too. Yeah, but... Monika's voice trails off. Although she lets Natsuki join the club, Monika finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, why should Monika have to yield to Natsuki's opinion on anything? Natsuki, are you sure that you don't have any other literature club interests you could share with the club? I swear I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, but Natsuki cuts off Monika by suddenly standing up. Well, it's obvious that I'm not one in here, so I'm just gonna leave. But I really would have appreciated you being more upfront about it. Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. Natsuki shoots Monika a quick glare before walking straight out of the room. How are they... If it's supposed to be about Natsuki and Monika, how... I'm not really setting that well up for it. I can see where we're getting at. Oh no. So he runs after her, leaving just Monika and Yuri. For the second time, Monika slumps down in a desk. Why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way. Monika looks up to Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she could find so that she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I'm not good at these things. Monika sighs. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like, people should join because they want to express their passion for literature or at least develop it. So maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monica sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Riri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does how? Well, I just can't comfortably read in the atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh. Well, great, I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration, and I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Why is the hardest to be rational during the times you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands for the club. Your club. Something as ridiculous as our manga has no place here. The fact that you're even storing it for her should make her completely indebted to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know. Isn't it kind of harsh to say things like this, like it's ridiculous? It has no place here. Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it, so I assumed you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well, calling for confirmations when Natsuki a realization starts to set in. You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with manga. I'm really upset that I would let myself do that. This time, Monica walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. This really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monica starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monica has failed to consider before now. Where's the line ever even drawn at what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the large box sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Seems a lot like this game. Amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monica opens the book. Is there something hidden in these books? I'm curious. Alright, we got new pictures. We got Natsuki. She's holding a heart. You were mine. That's kind of weird. Dude, they're mean to Natsuki. Sayori is probably the nicest one to her. Dang. Yuri and Monica are really not nice people. I mean, I can understand. She's kind of bossy, but like... That stuff is literature. You know, you just gotta give her a shot, dog. Is there anything else that I'm not... Oh yeah, we got the new music. I think it's the last one. Yeah, I'm kind of scared to know where like the side stories are going, because they don't seem that good. I mean, they're amazing, don't get me wrong, but I just don't feel like they're that good. I don't know. Alright, let's get into this. Let's get the last one out of the way. This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monica's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on, that's condescending too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Nasuki sighs. I know, thanks. It just really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monica? I don't know. It's not like it's gonna change her opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out, please. I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am. And I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy, so I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what was the reason that you decided to join the literature club? Well, Nasuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb. Ah, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me. So? Just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica, I promise. Nasuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks, but, you know, the signs for the literature club said that you can be yourself or whatever. So I decided it was at least worth a shot. But that was a lie, apparently. Nasuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica? Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from manga in favor of the more mature thing. Two of them remain silent for a while. Sori understands that it's out of the question for Nasuki to return to the club room for today at least. But Nasuki has a reason for wanting to join the club like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for, so I'm gonna do everything I can to fix this, I promise. Aww. What's her idea? What's her idea at fixing this? I wonder. I'm really curious. What's she gonna do? It's lunchtime next day. The cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in the classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Nasuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decided to try to find her during lunch so that she could make amends. She is very concerned. Thank you. After searching for an extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Nasuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica is afraid to get closer. Nasuki is with some friends whom Monica doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them. Who's this? Oh yeah? Did you end up joining that literature club or what? Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I? I told you she would join. These are like business executives. Come on, you know she would only join because you wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. I told you, I never even wanted to join that stupid club. Oh, sure. Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Sure, well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Nasuki. We're proud of you. Shut up, just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. You know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. What, you're gonna buy her smutty fan fiction? Well, obviously, I want a signed copy. That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? I told you I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder how far you've come since then. Not to mention how you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it. Yeah, sure. They go up so fast, it brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances at Monika's direction, prompting Monika to quickly turn away and distance herself. Is she getting bullied? What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? I get what she's saying now. I get what Natsuki's been saying the entire time now. Holy crap. Who are those people? They look like business executives. They all do. But these people look like more like a business type. That was kind of weird. Who are they? Because we're interested in two new characters, but who are they? Who are these people? You know, like why would they add that in? They have to be somebody, right? Do they have any tie to this game or no? I should have something... yeah, okay. Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. After school ends, Monika distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monika picks a desk and slumps onto it, something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I could be a club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go, like, exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place where you can get to express yourself, unless it's a way that I don't like it. I'm so mad at myself. And I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing so much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just like a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really. Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh well, okay, I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah. Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know? It made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her. Telling her how to grow up and stuff like that, that the literature club would help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad, like, just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, it was when I came to the realization that I was just kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. Good. At least you're realizing your mistake, Monika. I even did that to you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, I remember fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it, but then Sarah jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't, because I just let Sarah handle it instead. And now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monika shakes her head. So tired of being afraid of things I'm not uncomfortable with. It's so stupid. Like, I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I just let her share her passion a little. So angry that her friends were treating her like that, I'm going to get them back for it. Monika, you killed people in this game. What are you gonna do to get back at them? I'm kind of scared what she's gonna do. Don't get me wrong. She's the reason the girl hanged herself. She was the reason the girl stabbed herself to death, which is the girl she's talking to right now. And I don't know, Yuri's neck snapped. Well, not Yuri, Natsuki's neck snapped. So I don't think that had it had to do with something like, but what? Get them back? Yeah. I'll get them back by making sure that this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one that they want. Suddenly, Sari bursts through the door. making Monica and Yuri jump. With a rare stern face, she marches over to Monica's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes! Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh. Yeah, I did it. Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. So, how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sorry, do you know if Natsuki is coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monica was afraid of that. Not because of her plan, just because she's facing the consequences of the damage that she's inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy just to duck away from the conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not enough. To really respect someone's feelings after you've hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think you can get her to come to the meeting now? I can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Aww. Well, I guess for today, it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit, if that's okay. Yeah, I'm just going to read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here? Story picks up a manga that was resting on her adjacent desk. Oh, that, Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. But I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monica's been. Okay, Yuri. I'm sure it was just someone else who was using the club room. Then okay. She hasn't done that pose at all, just till now. Something seems off about Monica already. She was very sweet at the beginning. Something seems off. Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who was using the classroom then, okay? Monica smiles at them both. Then, with a wave, she exits the club room. I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would get really awkward. Now I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. What? The time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monica and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. You think Sayori's gonna be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. You know you're right. Time slowly passes. Monica sits, then stands up to pace around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here. Welcome back. Monica, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monica is struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand at the front of the club room just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Each with her own struggles, her own reasons for seeking that vision that Monica admittedly so vaguely advertised. Seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will be the future hold for Literature Club? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monica takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Okay, everyone. The Literature Club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monica turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes manga in big letters. Today, we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature called manga. Oh, come on. Isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just... Monica shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it... Oh. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy just to smile and move on. But that's not enough. No, not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me not to take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it and realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you. I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us, so can I make it up to you? Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you to. Wait, that's not true. Monica planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to that as well. This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that, and it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share the joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates. But it's really dumb. The stuff I'm into. Monica smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight into the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me. Sarah, you're not dumb either. What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's a literature club after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want you to like me just for that. Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. It's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. Oh, this is kind of adorable. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the literature club. Since then, the club activities have been in a full swing. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monica approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or something? Anything? Me? No, not particularly. Why? Oh, there was just something that I wanted to show you if you had a few minutes. Sure, what is it? It's on here. Can you follow me to the music room? The music room? Why? You'll see. Is Monica gonna say... This is new. This is where she wrote that song. I wonder if there's anything hidden, like the musical notes. I wonder. I was thinking back when the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club would turn out. We cared a lot about it being the place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I finally understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself, like things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Oh, come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just brought a bunch of manga, then I got fussy when I didn't have my way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal of it. No, honestly, I needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would have never even realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place, but when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can really get really hard to brush it off. And it makes me start to feel like I'm the problem, like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. And I'm being too entitled if I just want people to be like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself. I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monica listens, she really recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I only wish I was strong as you are, Nasuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's like a hint of contentation, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it. But like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monika takes a breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga. Wait, you... What the heck? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry, I think I just felt like kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it. I can't believe you. Of all people, you were reading the manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading a whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right? Dude, this is weird. It's just like this game. That's just kind of weird. I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right? You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste. Just one volume. And I kind of picked it out randomly. Well, you've good intuition then. You have to tell me, what are your favorite parts? Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate. Because a character isn't just in the literature club, she also plays piano. You. There's something here. Monika plays piano, right? Like, we all know this. Like, she plays at the end of the game. Practicing piano in the game. Parfait Girls. Is that Doki Doki Literature Club? Is Parfait Girls different? Is that a different game? Is that going to be the next game that's coming up that Dan Savalto is going to make? This character isn't just in a literature club. She also plays piano. It's just weird because I've always wanted to learn piano. She was like the perfect person that I always wish I was if I just did what I wanted instead of always second guessing myself. Monika walks over to the piano and sits down. Okay, this is cute. Her eyes are kind of weird. Usually anime, like, the eyes are very hard to draw. But Monika's eyes are kind of a little bit strange. But they do look very pretty. It is very cute, very pretty. I always feel like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself, the parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you join this club, I realize how self-destructive that mentality is. Actually, that is a very destructive mentality. Because you're not showing all yourself. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences always allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing. Hey, I think the credit for that one goes to the Parfait Girls, not me. No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought into my head, but it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. You just make me feel like if I want to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm really not any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really, really hard on it. It doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah. Is this gonna... Damn, she's really good at piano. Okay. This game's so nice, bro. Huh? That's the actual game, isn't it? Maybe. I don't know if it is or not. No, this is the actual game. Is it? No? Maybe? I don't know. Huh. Even in the game, Monica seems pushy, though. Not... I don't know, maybe this epiphany that got to her. So Parfait Girls kind of inspired her with something. Oh, that's all. That was so good. It was. Yeah, are you kidding? You're like already a pro. Not even close. Does this song have a name? You said it was about the club, so yeah. It's called My Song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But it was like such a selfish perfectionist. But I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me. It should be about everyone. And it's all of you who helped me shape the club into what it is. I would never change that. Well, I think it's really thoughtful and kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should just probably apologize too. I think I was really fed up with a lot of things. I got frustrated after not getting my way in the club. So yeah. I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right. It's fine. I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we are even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did admit that it's a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now. You got me. The closet's all yours. I'll tell you what. I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return. What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. The next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Oh, we got mail. I've Laster. From I've Laster. My group do not use. Have a nice weekend. I'm on leave the rest of the week. Contact Ravi if you need to schedule server time. But I'd expect my jobs to run for a few days since we've collected so much data this week. How about we arrange a meeting to discuss the results when I return? This was date Monday night in December 9th, 2019. Huh. I think we got them all. Aw. We are missing stuff though. Clearly. I think I finished the game up. I just need to come back and get all these side stories, which I'm probably not going to record for any of those. Dude, the music rooms look so cool. We got mail, though. What does that mean? I've Laster. So, contact Ravi if you need to schedule server time. Huh. Alright. Is there anything different? Wait. I don't know. There's something. There might be a whole completely different game that I know of. Well, I'm gonna call it a day. See you guys, and I'm out.